Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. Welcome to my new class. This is Faizul Alam. Today I am going to take a class on right form of verb. Let's have a look at these sentences. The first sentence is the poor usually believe in simple life. And the second one is he teaches us English. And the third sentence is we became free in 1971. And the fourth one is I have taken a class on speech. And the final sentence is we can acquire knowledge by reading books. So through these sentences we come to know that in the first sentence be1 is used, and in the second sentence be1 plus es is used, and in the third sentence b2 is used, and in the fourth sentence b3 is used, and the final sentence b plus ing is used, bar plus ing is used. For your clear understanding, I can say B1 means present form of the verb, B2 means first form of the verb, and B3 means first participle form of the verb. So through the sentences we have come to know that verbs are used in these ways. That means we sometimes use B1, sometimes use B2, sometimes use B3, and sometimes we use bar plus ing. So to know the right form verb, we have to know where to use B1, where to use B2, where to use B3, or where to use bar plus ing. First of all, I am going to discuss about where to use B1. The first rule is in present indefinite tense we use B1, and we know the structure of the present indefinite tense is subject plus B1 plus extension, and we use present indefinite tense to indicate an action that is usually occurred in present time, such as he plays cricket. And we also use present indefinite tense to indicate a habitual fact, such as he reads newspaper daily. We also use present indefinite tense to indicate a universal truth, such as the earth moves around the sun, health is wealth, honesty is the best policy. Now we can go to the second rule. After modal auxiliary we use B1. We know modal auxiliaries are can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, have to, used to, must, etc. Such as we can play cricket. Here can is a modal auxiliary verb, that's why play is a present form. And in the second sentence she must learn English. Here must is a modal auxiliary and learn is a present form. And the third rule is after do not, does not, did not we use B1, such as he does not watch TV. And the second one is we did not play. Now we can go to the fourth rule. After cannot but or could not but we use B1, such as she cannot but go there. And the second example is she could not but go there. So we use B1 after cannot but or could not but, and we also use B1 after do not or does not or did not, and we also use B1 after modal auxiliary verb, and we also use B1 if the sentence is in present indefinite tense. Let's go to the rule number 5. The rule 5 is infinitive marker 2 always takes be1. That means after 2 be1 is used, such as I am here to conduct a class. Here 2 plus be1 is called infinitive. And the second example is he came to me to learn English. Here learn is a present form. So here after 2 verb 1 is used. But look at the following sentence. He came here with a view to watching the program. In spite of having 2, ing is added with the verb, because there are some phrases that always take ing with the verb, and the phrases are with a view to, look forward to, addicted to, habituated to, etc. If any of these phrases is used in any sentence, verb 1 verb plus ing is also always used. If any of these phrases is used in any sentence, verb plus ing is used. Now it's time to know where to use be2. In this step I will discuss where to use be2. We know that b2 is used in the first indefinite tense, and the structure of the first indefinite tense is subject plus b2, that means first form of the verb plus extension, such as she went to Dhaka yesterday. We know that first indefinite tense is used to indicate an action that is occurred before now. There are some words like ago, long ago, yesterday, last week, last month, last year, which indicate the first action. So if any of these words is used in any sentence, the sentence or the verb will be a first one. That's why reached is used here first form, because last week is used in this sentence. So I can say we use be2 in the first indefinite tense. Now it's time for your turn. Correct the verbs in the bracket. In the bracket, the verbs are written here in a wrong way. You have to correct these verbs within a 30 seconds. Your time start now. Your time is over now. Now match your answer with me. The first correction is play, because must it is a modal auxiliary. We know after modal auxiliary verb 1 is used. And the second correction is writes. Here s is added with the verb write, because the subject of this sentence is a third person singular number. And in the third sentence, the correct verb of A is wants. Here s is added. And the second correction is right, because after 2 verb 1 is used. And in the fourth sentence, hearing, That means ing is used with the verb here, because after look forward to, verb takes ing. And in the fifth sentence, the correct verb is reached. That means be2 is used here because last week indicates the first action. That's all of today's class. Thank you. Bye bye.